Below, triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. If AB equals 4, BC equals x minus 1, DE equals x plus 3, EF equals 15, determine and state the length of DE. So I'll put a question mark on this one. So first of all, we already have the triangle names, and this is very helpful because now we can just set up the proportion. It's just a pattern. So it's like saying like left, middle, left, middle. So let's do that. AB over DE. So that was left, middle. Next, I'll do middle, right, middle, right, middle, right, middle, right. And then finally, we have left, right, left, right. AC over DF. So once again, once you have the triangle names, it's easier to just set up the proportion by following a pattern. So left, middle, middle, right, and left, right. Now what we're going to do is plug in any values that we have into the proportion. So AB is 4, DE is x plus 3, BC is x minus 1, and EF is 15. So it ends up that we don't need this fraction, and that's fine. So we do 4 times 15, which is 60. And then you multiply x plus 3 times x minus 1. Now we have to remember some algebra. So when you are multiplying binomials, you can do the multiplication box or just distribute or FOIL. X times x is x squared. X times -1, negative x, 3 times x, positive 3x, and 3 times -1 is -3. And so let's combine like terms. Remember, if you don't see a number, there's an invisible 1. So -1x plus 3x, that simplifies to positive 2x. And this is what we call a quadratic equation. Any equation with an x squared in it, you want the other side to be 0. So we want to get rid of this. So the opposite of positive 60 is minus 60, and we do that at both sides, and this cancels here. And we're left with x squared plus 6x minus 63. Now, obviously, you can solve this quadratic equation multiple ways. You can factor it, you can use a quadratic formula, so on and so forth. For this one, it's easiest to just factor. So x times x is x squared. We need to figure out what two numbers multiply to give me negative 63, and at the same time add to give me positive 2. So I would just think of numbers that just give you 63, and that's 9 and 7. And then so the sum, this number, positive 2, follows the sign of the larger number. And since 9 is larger, that's positive. But remember, it had to multiply to negative, so that becomes negative. So just to be clear, 9 times -7 is negative 63, and 9 plus -7 is positive 2. Now, remember, these are factors. You set each one equal to 0 and solve, or the fastest way to do it is you just do the opposite sign of the factor. So x plus 9, and if I were to solve for x, I would subtract 9 on both sides, and the opposite sign is -9. And the same for this, opposite sign of -7 is positive 7. Keep in mind, what was the purpose of the question? We're trying to find the length of DE, so we would never use a negative length. So we're going to use x equals 7 and go back to the problem. Remember, the problem says to find DE. DE is x plus 3, so we got to substitute 7 for x. And so 7 plus 3 is 10. So to answer this question, DE is 10 units long.